So I have a question for you. Do you think you have more or less empathy when you are working with someone when you have been through the same experience? What do you think? Do you have more or less empathy? So when I was on my way to work one day, listening to the radio NPR, I heard a little snippet from the podcast, The Hidden Brain. And they were posing this question in a research study where they asked, does someone have more or less empathy when they've been through the same or similar experience as someone that they're talking with? And the answer surprised me because I would have thought you'd have more empathy because hey, you've been there, you get it. The answer is that we have less empathy when we have had the same or similar experience. And this came up in a recent training call. I was talking with a staff person who was working with a case of domestic violence. And her comment was, I'm so frustrated with this mom for not leaving this situation because she's receiving a lot of violence in the relationship. And she said, I'm so frustrated with her because I was in a situation with some abuse once and I was out of there. I was out of there so fast. And so we talked about this concept of how our empathy lessens because she went through a similar experience and had a decision that she got out of that situation. So it's harder to access what we really strive to do in motivational interviewing, which is curiosity. We set aside our thoughts, judgments, preconceived ideas, and really try to empathize, put ourselves in their shoes and understand and be curious about that person's experiences with that situation, what they think about it, and how they might move forward in making a change in that situation. So, little tidbit to share. If you notice that you are working with someone and you identify with their situation because it's something that you've been through, be aware that you may have less empathy and curiosity for your client. And so we have to override that a bit, tuck away our personal experience and get more curious so that we really meet them where they are in their journey.